What factors have I dedicated? Well, I think I've been a really good customer to the vintage collectors. You know, I've probably spent £1.5 million.
150萬英鎊對你嚟講係一個乜嘢數字？可能係代表小數點後邊好多個零，而對於 Nigel Cabourn 嚟講，就係支持佢一生 vintage 事業嘅印證啊。
Well, I actually started collecting the vintage in 1978. So if you think about it, it's about 45 years been collecting vintage, and I estimate I spent about £1.5 million on vintage. So, I mean, obviously, I love the vintage keys. So I meet many vintage kids. I have my favourite stores in Tokyo. I have my favourite store in Stockholm. You know, I mean, America, I have a favourite store. So I would say probably in about 15 cities around the world I have a favourite store. So obviously I do support these stores. I'm there for them. And you know, I spend a lot of money. And I'm very inspired by vintage. But whenever I do a collection, it's based on a story and on a theme. And a lot of that comes from vintage books and vintage clothing.
對好多人嚟講，令 Nigel Cabourn 呢一個古著界神級 KOL 真正推向世人所認識，可能係同 Mihara 嘅合作開始嘅。但係其實 Nigel Cabourn 決定合作嘅品牌咧，實際上亦都唔多嘅，因為喺合作之前啦，對方品牌嘅調性以及 Mr. Nigel 介入之後，係咪可以保持彼此嘅獨特性係重要嘅關鍵啊！而我亦都估唔到，原來 Mr. Nigel 係咁遺憾冇同呢兩個牌子合作嘅。
I mean, I love Patagonia.
Oh!
Yeah, I would like to. Patagonia I haven't done, so I'm interested in really serious things, proper things. So I would say that North Face, Patagonia are two people I'd like to do something, you know, that really works. That, you know, because some of the things they do, it has a story. They're all about a wonderful fabric, or they've got a story to them. Like Edmund Hillary is the first man to go to the top of Everest in Ventile. So those are the sorts of stories that really interest me. And, you know, it's big, you know, those are the two main brands that I've collaborated with so many great people.
如果我問大家，你哋對於 Nigel Cabourn 最深刻嘅作品係啲乜嘢？你哋嘅回答係同 Mihara 聯成嘅鞋款，定係同 Vans 啊，或者係 Converse， 又或者係 Peak Performance， 定係嗰一件為珠峰而設計嘅大褸啊
？That's a good question. I mean, Vans was very good fun. I would say Mihara Yasuhiro has been very interesting because I've done about, you know, 6 or 7 collaborations, and he's Japanese. So, but I think they're very. I think some of the mountain ones, you know, when I look at Peak Performance, the Swedish company, I did a really strong collection for Peak Performance. I've done so many people. You know, I've done Vans, I've done Converse, I've done Red Wing, you know, I've done everybody really. As I said, there's only 2 people who I haven't done. It's quite hard for me to really pick the best one. I can't really say because I've done 35 collabs.
I agree with you.
Yeah, it's a bit hard.
Mr. Nigel 喺1978年開始收藏 vintage， 帶佢行入呢個世界嘅係佢嘅好朋友 Paul Smith 啊。因為喺嗰一年嘅巴黎 ，Paul Smith 送咗一件 RAF 飛行夾克俾 Nigel， 從此亦都改變咗佢之後嘅軌跡。至到1986年 ，Mr. Nigel 同佢嘅日本 partner 喺東京合夥開咗第一間鋪頭。從此 Mr. Nigel 就會帶2隻手錶喺身，一隻愛嚟睇英國嘅時間，另一隻就係用嚟睇日本嘅時間，因為佢一年裏邊會有4個月長留喺日本嘅。呢一個習慣亦都足足持續咗40年啦。然而對於從業50年嘅佢，究竟係作為啟蒙嘅 Paul Smith 影響得佢深啲，抑或係合作無間嘅日本人影響得佢深啲呢？
The Japanese, I've been partners with the Japanese 40 years.
Oh.
So I would say that the Japanese have been a big inspiration to me because they very much supported the brand. They've opened 15 stores in the Far East. So they've had a lot of inspiration to me. Obviously, Paul Smith is a very old friend. Margaret Howell as well, another very famous English designer. So, and of course, I met Vivienne Westwood as well.
Oh.
I've met Catherine Hamlet. I know all the designers, the British designers. I met them all. So it's a hard one. It's hard for me to pinpoint anything because I've done so much. It's very hard.
Mr. Nigel 同我講啦，除咗東京之外咧，佢最中意嘅城市就係香港啊！但係有留意佢嘅 IG 咧，就會發現近年嚟佢都經常會踏足北京、上海、深圳等等嘅城市。究竟有啲乜嘢吸引力，令到 Nigel 每年都會去一次呢？
In mainland China, I've already got a very good partner doing China. It's called Samuel. He started the Radiant Spoon, he started the Army Gym. So he has 3 stores. So, you know, I've been to Beijing, I've been to Shanghai and Shenzhen. So I've been to those 3 particular places and they've all got Cabourn stores. And the people are lovely. And I think what's nice about going to China is the appreciation that I get. I get a lot more appreciation in China than I do in my own country, you know, so, and they're really enthusiastic. I think Hong Kong is probably the most popular place for Nigel Cabourn.
Yeah.
And I love Hong Kong. So I'd say Hong Kong is my favourite place in the world next to Tokyo. Okay?
同 Mr. Nigel 做完訪問之後咧，我成個人依然都係覺得咧不可思議嘅。首先要好多謝 The Armory 嘅邀請啦，我先至有機會訪問到喺時裝同埋古著界如此重要嘅人物啊。Mr. Nigel 俾我最大嘅感覺係佢非常之有活力，完全都唔似已經75歲嘅老人家。同佢傾偈啦都好舒服，因為佢好樂於分享啊。平時睇佢 IG 啦都估到佢真人啦會好熱情啊，但係估唔到現實更加係咁。聽講咧最近佢咧亦都中意咗畫畫，最後當然我亦都唔會執輸啦。